Vanguardian TV. I found it very strange, as everyone else did, and caught up in this this whole situation, the NFL draft with Shedeur Sanders. He did get drafted in the fifth round, 144th pick. Now, there was a lot of reasons that were given, or a lot of explanations, or a lot of theories as to why he slid as he did. One of the reasons was because of his supposedly his attitude, or his he didn't interview. The interviews didn't go quite well as far as in the NFL Combine in February. So coaches, general managers, anybody that's close or attached to an NFL team can easily say these things, and because normally they don't come with a name. That person who's anonymous will not attach his name to it for obvious reasons. They don't want to be exposed, or they just want to throw shots and hide their hand. So we get that in the NFL. We call it the lion season around this time of the year anyway. Especially when player personnel acquisitions and something as major as the NFL draft. They do this. They have distractions, but no one predicted this one. I think that's what threw everyone off. No one predicted it. It was just, we realized a slide, but I thought we were going to slide in the first round. I thought at least he would probably be the first quarterback taken off the board. Now, Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss, he started getting traction and momentum, and same with Jalen Milroe out of Alabama, who got drafted by the Seattle Seahawks by way of a trade with the it was a trade they had. I believe it was a trade they did to get that pick, and that trade is completed. I just saw it. It's just the other team escapes me right now. But there's always reasons why this happened. I can understand the hoopla and the uproar, and I watched the kid do Jackson State, play 2 years, and I watched him in Colorado, and I was a fan, so I'm still a fan of his. So I'm following him, and I'm thinking, come on, Pittsburgh, pick him up. Come on, Giants, do the right thing, pick him up. These are all places that needed a quarterback. So then I thought Dabo might have, from the New York Giants, coaching the New York Giants, I thought maybe he would drop some dirt, smut on his name. But, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. And everybody's talking about racism. And is it racism or race consciousness? I guess deep-rooted racism. I mean, is everybody racist? I mean, you can easily say that, but I can't blanket a whole, demographic of people and say all of them are racist. I can't do that. I met too many of them that are, they're down with the cause, they're down with the fight for justice and everything else. I just see how they operate. They're not that way. Now everyone's comfortable, around their own, people, and that's natural. So that's where the race consciousness come in. Are you comfortable? So, it's still, again, we put up these self-divisions sometimes outside of work, and we just don't mingle. We coexist, but we just don't. A lot of places, not just, down south, they do it more. Eastern, East Coast, even California, we have that, but a lot of places it's still a divided line, and the other side of the tracks, however you want to view that, is still that segment of America who live that every day, and they just it's the way their lifestyle is. So I'm not going to label everyone as being a racist, and I'm not going to label the NFL and the coaches. I know with Kaepernick and everything, this collusion and all that. I just think, to me, I just think there's still these stereotypical thoughts that GMs might have, that owners might have, when it comes to the brothers and people of a darker hue. When it comes in, they show confidence and they show that they're I thought that's what you wanted. You want players to be confident, and when they exude that confidence, it kind of comes off as cocky, arrogant, more or less, than being what it is. It's a confident person. I can't judge a person. He's confident. I don't think he's arrogant. That's just but some people view things as, when you're wearing jewelry, which is our culture. We always wear jewelry. That's just who we are. And for, there's multiple reasons for that. So, I'm not going to penalize a kid because he likes to express himself. He's artistic, in his dress code or whatever, or his thoughts. He might be dance to a different drum or whatever, but we do it. We for some reason, they become a lightning rod, and we consciously take a deposition against that person, or a position that we just feel like, well, he's not all that. I don't like how he operates. He's not focused. We hear it every day. Just turn on any local cable, sports, news, whatever, and there's always debates about, the attitude, the work ethic, the background. There's red flags, and I get it. That's part of the story. But there's other parts of the story too, and I don't think Shedeur Sanders have to redeem himself or looking for redemption. What has he done? The man hasn't gotten, kid went through college, 2 universities, starting quarterback, never got in any trouble, no drugs, no arrests, no baby, mamas and that I know of, but for the most part, God-fearing. He just got style and pizzazz. What's wrong with that? He's confident. That's it. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope everyone's doing well. Peace, peace, peace.